Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be discussing the pre-fanned mini course from Lost Artistry Lash. No, you're probably like, T. That's a very specific video for a very specific crowd. You're exactly right. And hopefully you've seen my last few videos and kind of see where I'm going with the channel. I really want this channel to be a main source of information for three types of people. And again, if you're not if you're not this type, that's okay. Enjoy, look around, see what your girl has to offer. And if you like what, just hit that subscribe button. The three types of people that I'm aiming for are, number one, DIY divas, right? Because that's who I was, that's who I kind of am still, but I understand that point of view the best. The DIY diva is the diva who understands the importance of skincare, or is starting to understand the importance of skincare, whether you've dealt with an issue or you're just understanding at this point in time, skincare is important, or maybe you're seeing signs of aging. Whatever it is may be, you are learning and diving into the world of skincare. You understand the importance, you're trying to figure it out, but maybe tagging in a professional is not in the budget, or maybe during these times as Rona, you're not comfortable. So whatever the case may be, you're figuring it out on your own and you just need resources. That's one person I want this channel to be for, because I feel you, girl. I feel you. You know what I mean? And I want to be that resource. I want to help you out by providing you information that I'm learning and sharing my wins and losses, and hoping that helps you along the way. And hoping that sometime in the future you'll be able to tag in a professional, particularly me if you're in North Carolina. Hey girl, hey. And y'all can have that partnership and really make some music. Another person that this channel is going to be for is the new Esty, the new lash artist, because that's who I am, the new Esty, the new lash artist, who has figured out that continuing education, right? So I want to be a resource for you as well. Again, sharing my journey. Hope maybe you're at the same point I am. Maybe you're further along. Maybe you're, at a different point. But really just being, again, a resource, a place to be like, you know what? Somebody else understands what I'm going through. Oh, look, she's doing this, or let me try that, or just that type of space. So I'm definitely talking to the new Esty, the new lash artist. And then lastly, my clients, current or future. I've learned that I tend to purchase from brands, for the majority, especially when it comes to like beauty products. I tend to buy from brands that I have a relationship with, or I feel like I have a relationship with. Like, I see them on Instagram, we BFFs, but not really. But I tend to purchase from brands that I feel connected to. And so I'm hoping this channel will be a place for you to get to know my personality, get to know my vibe, see if we doing the thing, if we marinating together, how you feel about it, and also maybe getting some more information on particular services that I offer that you might be more interested in. So those are the people I'm aiming for today. I'm speaking directly to the new Esty, the new lash artist. We're talking about continuing education. Okay. So if you are a new Esty or a new lash artist, you have probably figured out that continuing education is going to be imperative, girl. Like, you don't stay up on that education, you are going to become irrelevant very quickly. You got to stay up on new products, new techniques, new trends. You just got to stay up, you know what I mean? And you have got to continuously be investing in yourself, in your business. It is an expense. Put it in the budget. It is going to make or break you, promise. With that being said, as a new Esty lash artist, you might be like me and the budget might be pretty small. You know what I mean? Like, the budget might be pretty small. So you've got to try to figure out how to stretch it to get the biggest bang for your buck. And I feel like reviewing things like this for you will kind of help guide you in a direction, especially, again, if price is a point, you know what I mean? Which, let's be honest, it is. And you really just want to hear from someone you relate to before diving into it. So we're talking about the pre-fan mini course from Lost Artistry Lash today. And this is a portion of a much more robust online course that they offer. The more robust is the volume and mega volume, which just comes with the certificate, and then this is kind of like just a piece of that does not have a certificate but is nonetheless packed with information for you. So here's how I want to approach this. Let's talk about the brand first, because you know I love talking about the brand, and then we're going to break down my thoughts on the online course in a couple of categories. Price definitely going to be one of them, because girl, I get it, but I'm going to put cost towards the end because, again, I firmly believe that we've got to invest in ourselves. We've got to invest into that continuing education, and I really think we need to start switching our focus from cost to return on investment. So cost will be in there, but that'll be last. So we're going to first talk about the information. What type of information was in there? Did she give it to me, or was she stingy? Y'all know what I mean if you're taking online courses. We'll talk about that. We'll also talk about the layout. How was the flow of it? What, how did everything lay out? Because layout can make or break an online course. It seriously can. And then ease of use. Was it easy to navigate? Was it easy to glean the information? Was it easy to understand? And then finally, cost and my final thoughts on it. So let's talk about Lost Artistry Lash really quickly. Link to the website will be down below. I'm a huge fan of Lost Artistry Lash. Let me just put it out there, and hopefully you'll still watch the whole video, especially if you're looking for this review. But spoiler alert, I love this brand. I absolutely love this brand. I love this brand for so many reasons, but the ones that stand out the most are, number one, the information provided. Whether you watch her YouTube or you watch her Instagram or her Instagram TV, I highly recommend you check out every single one of those platforms. But regardless of which one you are following her on, the information she provides is amazing. There is no... She's sharing everything. Like, she approaches lash extensions the way I approach lash extensions. It's art. It's more than just what you're doing. Like, she explains everything. Like, even when she's doing a particular style on a particular client, not only does she provide the map of what she's doing, but she breaks down the why she chose this length, why she chose this diameter, why she chose this style, why. And what ends up happening is that you end up actually understanding the artistry of lash extensions versus just copying what someone else is doing. And I don't know about you, but that really allows me to absorb it and to actually put it into practice in my own business versus literally just copying everything she's doing. So I highly recommend that you check out both those platforms. But she also has a product line, a $1 million company actually that's global now, so congratulations to her. But she has things from lash trays to glue to remover to nano misters to lights. Like, she has everything, and everything has such high quality. It's so high quality, and the aesthetic is so simple and easy and pleasing. It's easy to fit any of these pieces into your own aesthetic or lash cart, because if you're like me, you've probably picked up that you're really starting to think about everything as your brand. So when you look at a glue container, you're like, is that going to fit in with my brand? Like, you're always thinking of these things, and I love how simplistic her packaging and her branding is, so that it does just fit right in to anything that you already have going on. So I just love the brand from everything that they have to offer. And so whenever I knew it was time for me to go beyond the world of classic lash extensions, because I was only trained in classic lash extensions, which is the 1-to-1. And when I got a good handle on that one and really wanted to start kind of stepping up a bit and offering my customers more, I automatically knew that I was going to come to Lost Artistry Lash for the course. But number one, I did not have the budget for the full volume mastery class, and number two, I honestly wasn't ready to absorb all of that information. So the pre-fan mini course is perfect for me. And again, as I mentioned, this is a portion of the volume and mega volume mastery course. So here's the big overall certification course, and this is just a piece of it. And you know, again, the price was more affordable for me, and it was more digestible. So I like how she's taken this huge course that's fantastic in itself, but breaking it out into more affordable and digestible pieces of information. So pre-fan was the perfect bridge for me. I love the ease and the simplicity of having fans already made. As someone who's not yet comfortable making fans, or someone who is already slow, I wouldn't say slow, I would say who takes a bit of time when she's doing lash extensions, I didn't want to add anything else to it that would add time to the service. I was actually looking to be more efficient, but still give a little bit more. So pre-fans was a no-brainer for me, and again, Lost Artistry Lash was exactly where I knew I wanted to be. So let's talk about let's talk about the information that was in the course really quick. I'm going to show you how to get to it. You go on her website, again linked down below. You click on courses, you click on mini courses, and then there is the list of courses that she has available. I automatically chose pre-fan, and this kind of gives you an idea of what was encapsulated in just the pre-fan mini course. It's a lot of information, but we'll get to that in just a second. So this is the course and all of its goodness in there. Now there's quite a few sections. I believe there's 16, including some quizzes in there, and it kind of breaks it up into modules, so to speak, and then there's kind of some final thoughts at the end. So as far as the information that was in this course, I was blown away by the information that was in this course. 100%. The very first page, I knew that this was going to be worth my money. From the very beginning, she doesn't just say step 1, step 2, step 3. She takes it back to where, you know, where extensions started and where volume started and how it got started and the different ways you know it, and just so much history of it. Again, you become smarter, and that's what I love about it. So from the very first page, I knew this was going to be chock full of information, and she did not disappoint. She did not hold back. For this to be a mini course, so much good information was in it. It was absolutely amazing. Loved the amount of information. You just, again, you felt smarter about it, not just you felt smarter about the skill, not just the technique, and that is so important. Layout was beautiful. If you've taken any online courses, you know, I've taken some that are nothing but, you know, text on the screen. I've taken some that are nothing but PowerPoint slides, and then I've taken some that are nothing but videos. And again, beautiful layout. 10 out of 10, really. She did a beautiful job of mixing text on the screen with videos, and it was just a beautiful flow. It had something for everybody. I am that type of person who likes to read as well as likes visual examples. This format was perfect for how I learn. Absolutely loved it. It was just a perfect combination of text and video, and it was beautifully done and very easy to flow through, which goes into my third category, which is ease of use. It was so easy to flow through it. A little hard to figure out exactly where to log in to get to it, but she does send you an email and has all that information in it, so you really just need to make sure you keep the email. But absolutely so easy to use, easy to navigate. You weren't like scrolling to the end and not knowing, do I click on this, do I click here? Like, you knew the next steps. So easy. The layout was beautiful, so easy to use. And so let's talk about cost. Now, the cost of this course was $179, and again, this is a portion of the volume, mega volume, which I believe is $379. I'll make sure I put the number up here, without a kit. Now, you can purchase an optional kit to go along with the course, but that is an additional. So I think it's around 3 something, closer to 4, but I'll make sure I put the money up, or the amount up here. All right, and I'll be honest with you guys, I did break this into payments. I used Zezzle, I think that's what it is. It's kind of like Afterpay. I did use that to break up the payments because I knew I needed to invest in myself. I just did not have the full amount at the time, so I did what I had to do, and I like it because it didn't really affect my credit or any way, but it still gave me that option. So, you know, just being real with you, I mean, I had to do what I had to do. So, you know, say that to say I understand. I understand the price point, and I understand the thought process on it. But guys, this is 100% worth the money. 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Seriously. And it was so worth it. I keep going back through it. Have you ever taken an online course and you got through it, but you really could not imagine going back through it? Mm-mm. You are constantly going back through it. And this is not because you didn't get good information or just because you didn't glean anything. It's because there's so many gems in here. You recognize there's so many gems, but you really need to come back and get pieces at a time and really implement what she's saying. And it's just one of those things that's pleasant to do. It's not a chore. It's pleasant to do. I look at this when I'm sitting around, I'm like, girl, what could you be doing to feed your mind and feed your business? I go back on here and I look at this stuff. And honestly, I have used this technique that I got out of her video on 3 people. And the first one was a little rough. I'm not going to lie. The first was a little bit rough. But again, I think that's anytime you learn a new skill or a new technique, especially when it comes to lashes, it's going to take you a little bit of time. So the first application was a little bit rocky. But by the third, seriously, like, I'm just going to put up a picture because I'm so proud of it. Like, I'm going to put up a picture. And if you want to see more of my portfolio, definitely check out my Instagram. It's got some good stuff on there. But by the third, yeah. So again, 100% worth it. I will be taking the full volume course. That's what I wanted to mention as well. The great thing about the setup of this is that if you take any of her mini courses, you do get a discount towards the larger, robust course. And I think that's great because she recognizes that a lot of people are going to be taking this to kind of dip their toe into her teachings as well as the topic, and being able to entice them and let them get a taste and still giving them credit for that is genius. Like, that steals my heart right there. Like, I would have done it even without it, but the fact that that's part of it and it's a discount towards it, you got me. You got me. So in a nutshell, of course you guys have probably figured it out, but seriously, to any of my new lash techs, to any of my new, to any of my new lash techs, girl, get on some of this training. I can't wait to take the volume. I know I'm going to come back on here and review that for you guys as well, because I have no doubt it's going to be absolutely amazing. But this pre-fan, you guys, number one, pre-fans are my boo thing. I'm just saying, pre-fans are my favorite type of lash right now in my journey to work with. I absolutely love the fluff that they give, but the ease of use is just stolen my heart. And I really was able to knock probably a good 30 minutes, if not an hour. Maybe 30 minutes to 45, let's be real there. So I was able to knock about 30 to 45 minutes off of my service just by adding pre-fans into the mix and doing hybrids versus just classics. So if that ain't a testimony, I mean, seriously. And I felt comfortable. Again, greatness takes time. Right now I'm good. The goal is great. But seriously, to be able to get on the third try and really be like, okay, that just lets you know how good the teaching was. So check it out. Link down below. Website. Check it out. Watch the video all the way through. Head over to her YouTube and her Instagram. So many gems that she drops all the time. Definitely worth it. Comment down below. Have you purchased anything from Lost Artistry Lash? Have you taken any type of course from them? Comment down below. Let me know if you knew of them and what you love about them, because I love it all. So I hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. And while you're here on my channel, take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.